I gotta say that over the years, I have truly had the privilege of training some of the best drivers who today consistently make $2,000 and more per week. Many of these have also started up their own limousine companies, right? So they drive Uber, Lyft, and they have a lot of private clientele. They're really, really making bank. They're doing well, right? And it's a formula that I've stuck with throughout the years. Now, you meet amazing characters along the way. The gentleman that I'm going to talk about today has also developed into an amazing friendship. His name is Thomas, right? And we lift each other up all the time by sending each other motivational videos, quotes, stories. I mean, we're always out there to better each other's life, right? We give each other feedback. We don't always have to be on the same page, you know. That's what, you don't have to always agree 100% of the time with an individual, with your friend. You can have different opinions on things. So, but what I got to say is he reached out and he said to me, hey, these are my top 10 strategies I used that you taught us, right? And when he says us, it's not just this one individual I've trained them. I've trained these points, but many, many other people. Now, if Uber knew, if the CEO of Uber or Lyft knew how to nurture these relationships, these individuals that have been some of the company's biggest recruiters, have brought in thousands and thousands of drivers, and not only just brought those drivers into their stables, right, into their company, but have also shown the drivers how to become the best of the best and bring out the best of the best so that they can then go on training other people. So before I get to this story, you can see these points here. You can read it as well. I want people to think about this a little bit, because the true leaders in society, or CEOs running companies, right, they constantly motivate and get the best out of the people. They don't shut them out. They don't deactivate them. They don't steal their monies and then look for the next fit and the next fit and replace the next one, just recruiting new people and substituting them, kicking them out. I mean, I could write a long story about that, but I would rather like to focus on the positives. Here he says, maybe you can do another refresher video. This would be the refresher video for your YouTube channel subscribers. He says, number one, target my daily and weekly goal earnings. Set yourself goals, right? And also incorporate those statistics to better those goals. Focus is my go-to word. Focus, and focus on these goals. Number two, work during profitable hours of the day. There are many dead hours. There are many hours that just don't produce anything. You're burning gas. You're sitting around. You're wasting your time. There are specific hours of the day. And again, when you go back to the data, right, when you look at the numbers, when you crunch the numbers, you realize, oh, wow, between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., for example, I got the best numbers. On a Saturday night, from 10 a.m., from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., I created the best numbers. And you look at those hours. That is what number two is referring to. Number three, position myself. And he's talking about himself here. Position myself, yourself, in high volume people traffic areas, right? This is a San Diego driver. He knows where those people traffic areas are. Here in Los Angeles, for example, down at the promenade, right, by the pier. Now in summer, super high traffic area. You're going to get request after request, right? Beverly Hills, around Rodeo Drive. Busy day. At the end of the day in the summer, at any of the beaches down in Zuba on Malibu, on a Sunday or a Saturday afternoon as the sun is going down, super busy day with long trips. Number four, rematch trips at airports, right? It's an art. You'll learn about that. I also teach that in the ridesharedrivingschool.com. Number 5, wait for rides that are a minimum of $10 or more. XL and comfort only. Now, you got to get out there, got to start somewhere, and usually people have the budget to buy sort of an entry-level vehicle or a used vehicle using your used vehicle, and usually 7 times out of 10 they would put that in that one category X, right? As you generate money, as you set money aside, as you start building your own company, most of the drivers that have gone through this type of training have transitioned to XL or higher and then started their own companies, right? Thomas is one of those guys that has done that. Number 6, take short rides with high surge when close by. So listen to that again. Take short rides with high surge when close by. Number 7, take no riders with less than 4.7 and maybe 4.6 ratings. Depends on how late it gets, right? You are opening up a can of worms if you're letting someone in your car who has super, super low ratings, especially on a late Friday or Saturday night. Number 8, focus on delivering 5-star customer service and experience on every trip. Again, focus on giving them the very, very best 5-star platinum service, right? Not just 10 out of 15 trips a day, but 15 out of 15 trips a day. And there are many videos out there also by other great YouTubers that show you how to get 5-star ratings. We can make another refresher video on that. What I do know about Thomas, the way he dresses, the way he carries himself, the way he conducts his business, the way he treats his car, the way he cleans his car, the way he, most importantly, the way he talks to people is already 5 stars, right? And it's a package deal you're giving them. That's why consistently, trip after trip, the people will rate him 5-star, 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 nothing less, right? Number 9, hand out my business cards at appropriate times. Now, what Thomas and I know is that we're not out there handing out cards just randomly to anyone. But from time to time, you will get an individual that will say, hey, hang on, this was such an amazing trip, such an amazing service. Do you have a business card, right? Now, especially if you are bringing in expertise from another field, let's say you are a real estate agent or a broker operating in these higher echelon platforms, XL, SUV, Lux, right? You can double up, right? You have your real estate business card and you have your limo driver card. So you could literally double up. Number 10, ask for their business travels while they are visiting or on a vacation, right? So get to find out their habits. Are they frequent travelers? Do they fly in from New York weekly, right? Are they just here on a vacation? Build a relationship, what we call networking. Network. It'll lead to the most amazing things you will ever dream about. I can tell you in my business over the years, the amount, and I'm a major networker. I don't let any opportunity go by. And if I feel that I don't have the right passenger on board or meet a person with negative energy at a shopping center or at a coffee shop, I stay far away. I network with the people that I want to surround myself with, right? Here he says, this should be the simple formula. I highlighted this for every rideshare driver, right? For any limo driver, actually for any taxi or shuttle driver, you should all follow this principle, these 10 points, right? Practice this formula over and over again until it's mastered, right? It's almost like you have your black belt in this business by practicing it over and over again. Then he leaves some really kind words. He says, you've trained me well. Bonus, have a rideshare vehicle that can accommodate lots of luggage and people stuff, 6 passenger vehicles are the best, right? So when you have a chance to look at vehicles that fit into that category, I'll tell you, Thomas will tell you, that is where the money is, right? So we got to humble beginnings. We start somewhere. You might have the money to buy a secondhand Prius. You put in the hours, you put in the days, the weeks, and before you know it, you have the money aside to maybe step it up to XL or get something that qualifies for SUV Black XL and the comfort category. He transitioned all the way up to the top, multiple cars, and he's now in an Escalade, right? And he's seeing the rewards. And I'm saying $2,000 per week is just an average of this guy, and it's completely achievable. Now, again, thank you, Thomas, for highlighting these 10 points again. Couldn't have said it better. And then if you guys also want to look at the private world, become your own company, your own limo driver, lease out your own vehicles, I have a course. It's a 3-part course at ridesharedrivingschool.com. Check it out. It's worth every penny. I've never ever had to give a refund in all the years. And I also get on the phone with the individual, because you may have private questions about the business or where you want to go or how you want to build it, right? And we discuss that in another 30 to 60 minute phone call. We go over those questions, right? And usually the questions, the nature of those questions are very much the same from person to person. So I can give you quick answers on that. So again, to a dear friend, to a professional that has mastered all levels, there's nothing you can teach, nor do I want to teach this individual anymore. What I cherish the most out of these years is now the friendship. And these type of friendships I have been able to build and nurture through Uber and Lyft. And again, I'm going to end by saying this. Dara Khosrowshahi, John Zimmer, Logan Green, treat people the same way that Thomas treats other people, or that Torsten Rideshare professor teaches people that are coming into the company. Nurture the people, look after the people that helped you build the company, right? Don't build legal battles with them, chop them, deactivate them wrongfully, because you end up building so much anger and hatred from the outside world towards that company, and it just costs too much time and energy to try and even repair or unravel that, right? So focus on the positives. There's still a lot of money to be made. There's some big challenges that lie ahead in the classification. I do believe we will get through this. I do believe that Uber and Lyft will get through this. I do believe that the state will strike a happy medium and a deal with these companies, as long as we are in that equation. Now, there is a great book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? I think that's how the title goes, or I could have it a little bit wrong. If you do get a chance, read that, because it'll really teach you so much about building relationships, not destroying relationships. Have a wonderful day, and feel free to comment. Thank you.